We're back now looking ahead to one of the most exciting times of the year, film awards season. Next week, the Hollywood Foreign Press Association is set to announce the Golden Globe nominations. Next month, January 17th, we'll find out who's in the running for an Oscar. That's not all. We also have the Screen Actors Guild Awards, the Critics' Choice Awards, the BAFTAs, the Razzies, just to name a few. Joining us now with his picks for who's in the running for the big nods, television host, pop culture expert Andrew Freund. I like to say our friend Freund is here. Andrew, good to have you with us. So let's start with the big one, Best Picture. You have Wicked at the top of the list. Perhaps not a surprise. Talk about that and what other films you think could be in the running.
Yeah, Joe, of course, Wicked is a global phenomenon. It's made over $365 million worldwide. It's funny, I was working in Sydney, Australia earlier this week, and it's all anyone can talk about in Australia. So Wicked is definitely in the zeitgeist right now and on track to receive a lot of nominations. Now, I also have Emilia Perez. Emilia Perez comes from Netflix, and I don't really want to give away too much details about this film because it's really... If you go in not knowing too much about it, it makes it that much better. But what I can say, it revolves around a cartel boss who hires an attorney looking to transition and have gender affirmation surgery. And that's all I'm going to say about Emilia Perez. I highly, highly recommend it. It's fascinating. And then I want to talk about September 5. Now, September 5 is about the 1972 Munich Olympic hostage situation, and it follows the ABC News group that was there and reporting on it. And back then, sports wasn't really responsible for reporting on hard news, but they were the crew that was there. Really, really fascinating film. Highly recommend.
All right, let's get into the acting category, starting with Best Actress. I guess if we're talking Wicked, we have to talk about Cynthia Erivo. You've also mentioned Nicole Kidman. Talk more about who you've got on the list here and who could be the early favorites.
Yeah, I mean, just talking about Cynthia Erivo gives me like the goosebumps just hearing her voice in that movie, Joe. So, of course, Cynthia Erivo in Wicked. Nicole Kidman in Baby Girl. Now, this movie, Nicole Kidman is like 2 hours of her having orgasms, basically. It's a lot of moaning, Joe, a lot of moaning in Baby Girl. But Nicole Kidman is absolutely phenomenal in this film. And then, I have a dark horse in here is Demi Moore. I'm not sure if you've seen The Substance. Demi Moore, fantastic in that film.
Yeah, she's getting a lot of buzz about that. She also ate all those hot wings recently on Hot Ones. Didn't faze her a bit. So that should be a sign right there. Real quick, if Carla Sofia Gascon is nominated, she'd make history, right?
Correct. If Carla Sofia Gascon gets nominated, which I'm pretty much sure she will be the first trans woman nominated to Best Actress. Now, this is a groundbreaking role for her, and this would be a groundbreaking thing to happen. She also won Best Actress in Cannes. I can't tell you... She is bold. She's audacious. She is just, oh, God, she's so good, Joe. You got to see her in Emilia Perez. She's fantastic.
I think you're excited, Andrew. I got to check that one out. We got like 30 seconds here, but we got to talk about the guys, Best Actor. Who's topping your list there?
Best Actor right now, I have Ralph Fiennes for Conclave. Of course, this film is phenomenal. It surrounds about how they select the Pope. I also have Adrian Brody in The Brutalist and Coleman Domingo in Sing Sing, Joe. It's a great time for film.
It's a very good time. Coleman Domingo, of course, just a nominee last year, so could be nominated again this year. Excited. This is the time of year where we get to finally catch all those movies. We see who's on everyone's lists. Go check them out. Andrew Freund, as always, thank you so much. Appreciate it. I'm sure we'll talk more this awards season.